All right, hi guys. So this week, you guys, with your laws of the universe, you guys know how to do the command cards and the laws already from last week. For this week, we have our experiments that we're introducing. So you guys got a set of experiments in your packets. So I've already kind of discussed with each of you about what the expectations are for that. But I thought I would show you how to write it into your binder. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what I got. So I am in the science section, tab 1 of my binder. So I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to scooch this closer. So what we're going to do, you guys, is here I have written out what it says right here for my experiment. For experiment 1, law 2, I wrote experiment 1, law 2, and then I wrote today's date. And then for materials, I wrote my materials down. And for this one, it's 1 cracker or cookie and a tray. So I wrote those down underneath where I have materials. And then for a question, so whenever you have an experiment, you always have a question or a hypothesis or like what you think is going to happen. In this case, we have a question, and it is it possible to separate the particles of a solid? So I wrote question, and then I wrote out my question that I'm looking to answer underneath. And then procedure is how you're going to do your experiment. So I wrote my procedure out here, just like it was written here, except I noticed that here in my procedure, it says choose 1 cracker from the basket, which if we were in school, it would be in a basket. But at home, I realized my cracker is probably coming out of a package. So I wrote choose 1 cracker from the package. And then the second one said on the tray, try to break the cracker without applying force or without touching it. And then number 3 said on the tray, apply force to break the cracker. And I realized it didn't say with what. So here I put that I was going to try it outside on the tray with a hammer, where I'm not going to like totally mash it down, but I'm going to just lightly tap it until it breaks apart. Or you could use your hand or a rock or like another tray, however you think you want to try and do it. And then I put number 4, which was notice, are the pieces of a cracker a solid, liquid, or a gas? And then for number 5, it says record your observations. I did that down here under where I wrote observations, and I wrote what I saw when I did the experiment. And then I put the answer to my question underneath. And I will let you guys figure out what the answer to my question was. Is it possible to separate the particles of a solid? And in this case, I thought my answer was it is possible to separate the particles of a solid, but the particles are also solids. So just based on what experiment you're doing, you're also trying to find the answer to that question, or if we would have a hypothesis for one of them, writing down what happened. So that's kind of how I want you to record it. If you guys have already recorded it in another way because you were super excited to get started on your experiments, that's fine. Kindergarten, like I said, you guys can cut these out and then record your observations underneath. That is also fine because that is a lot of writing for you guys for kindergarten. Year 1 and up, though, I would like you guys to copy down each experiment into your binder, okay? Yeah, that's what I got. Happy experimenting, guys.